Is ChatGPT actually getting worse? Users everywhere are saying it feels dumber, slower, and just plain frustrating. But is that true, or is something else going on? Today, we're diving into the truth behind AI downgrades, and what OpenAI isn't telling you. Let's start with the controversy. Over the past few months, Reddit threads, YouTube videos, and even tech blogs have been flooded with user complaints. People say ChatGPT has become less helpful, more vague, and keeps dodging questions it used to answer easily. Others notice it now refuses basic prompts or gives generic, repetitive responses. Here's a real quote from a Reddit user. "I used to rely on GPT-4 to debug my code. Now it gives me the wrong answer half the time, or tells me it can't help. So what's happening? Is the model breaking, or are we missing something?" To understand what's going on, we have to look under the hood. ChatGPT is based on a machine learning model that's constantly updated and fine-tuned. But OpenAI doesn't always tell users when changes are made. Sometimes, tweaks are added to reduce hallucinations or improve safety. Other times, system behavior changes based on server load, token limits, or how different tools are being fused together. What you experience as worse might be the result of those hidden updates, or even system throttling. There's also a growing theory that the model is degrading over time. In other words, it's literally getting worse, not smarter. In July 2023, a Stanford study found that GPT-4's ability to solve certain math problems had declined significantly over a few months. OpenAI responded by saying the model itself hadn't been downgraded, but users remained skeptical. So what's the truth? That brings us to the next big question. Some insiders believe OpenAI may be silently swapping models to save computing power. For example, what you think is GPT-4 might sometimes be a compressed or blended version, especially on heavy traffic days. Others point to stealth updates, where the same GPT name is used, but its actual behavior is quietly tweaked. And here's the kicker. These changes aren't always logged or announced in the changelog. So users are left guessing, and that creates confusion, frustration, and conspiracy theories. Another reason ChatGPT might feel worse is how it handles memory and context. ChatGPT-4 with memory is still being tested. Sometimes it remembers key facts, sometimes it doesn't. If you're using the free tier, you're on GPT 3.5, which struggles with longer context. Even premium users report that the same prompt gives different answers depending on time of day or session state. It's like asking a smart friend for help, but they're half asleep half the time. Some users have gone full conspiracy mode, suggesting OpenAI is deliberately nerfing the model. Why would they do that? One theory: to push people toward new products, like ChatGPT Team or API usage. Another: to reduce legal risk or avoid misuse as the user base grows. And maybe, just maybe, it's a cost-cutting move, since GPT-4 is expensive to run at scale. OpenAI hasn't confirmed any of this. But the silence just adds fuel to the fire. So, is ChatGPT getting worse? The truth is, it depends on the model version, the time of day, and even what OpenAI decides to push to the backend. What do you think? Have you noticed a drop in performance? Comment below and let's compare notes. And if you want honest, no BS takes on AI and future tech, hit like, subscribe to Tech Nova, and join us as we drop 3 new videos every single week.